going on with y'all? Thank you for tapping in with me again today. If you're new to the channel, I'm Cleveland. So today I just want to give you 3 tips in case you decide that you want to keep aggressive fish and how you go about doing so properly. So tip number 1, tank size. Make sure you have a tank big enough to house these aggressive fish. We'll ensure that they have enough space to where they're not constantly beating each other up, stressing each other out, etc. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, when you do house your aggressive fish, you want to add your decor. You put the decor in there because it allows you to break the line of sight so the fish are not just chasing after each other constantly all day. They can kind of like break away from the other fish. Like I said, get out of the line of sight, and then they're able to, calm down, will do whatever they need to do, and they'll be able to stay together. Tip number 3, overstocking. This is a hard one. If you decide to do this, if you decide to overstock, make sure you have enough filtration to house these fish when they're overstocked, because this tank is not overstocked, but I still have at least 2 to 3 times the amount of filtration needed. If I was going to overstock this tank, that means I have about 15 fish in here, 15 aggressive fish, and I'm going to have twice the amount of filtration I have right now. Like I have an FX4 and an FX6 on this tank. If I decided to overstock this tank, I'm going to add another canister filter on this tank. So be careful of that and keep that in mind. And then also, tip number 4, make sure that you buy your fish of similar size. You can start off with them as babies, which is kind of the recommended way of doing it, just so they have a chance to grow together and you have the best chance of it being successful. But if you decide to buy another fish later on down the road, make sure you're getting one of similar size. And also make sure you're getting one of similar aggression, because if you buy a very aggressive fish and then you put him in the tank with less aggressive fish, you might have a problem. Or if you buy a passive fish and you have all these aggressive cichlids, you will have a problem. So keep that in mind. And that is pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's really straightforward. If you follow these tips, you may have a better chance of housing these aggressive fish. I'm not saying this is the only way of doing that. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but I'm telling you those 4 tips on how to house your aggressive fish. That is what I'm doing right now. I have the Buddy Call Fry, which is very aggressive. He's right here. I have the Red Devil in here that's very aggressive. I have the Red Pike, and I have 2 male dovies. And if you look online, people say you cannot do this. I've been doing it for over 2 years, and the way I'm doing it is just what I told you. I have a properly stocked tank. I have enough decor to break those lines of sight, and I have all of my fish in similar in size. So I hope this helps you. I hope you learned something. If you did, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload. Follow me on Instagram at The Fish Corner. And until next time, peace.